Hello? 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 Has anyone else seen those memes where it says British pronunciation and then it says British pronunciation slow? That's me. That's me. Let me change. This is so silly, but I have to change my wallpaper because it's so bright that it's accidentally light mode. So let me change it. Or you see, because I wish I could use this one because it's cute, but it's not gonna work. Also, let me post a blue sky post. Meow, 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 meow. What's I doing? Off to a raring start. Sorry for the long wait, everyone. Adding my alt text. Adding a second post which has a link in it. Must did twitch.tv/post. What's happening? Depressed samurai. That's how you say it in British, and here's how you say it. Or no, it would be depressed samurai, and then in slow British it goes depressed samurai. You don't have to do the second one, did you know that? What? You think people will just know where to go? Don't feel so confident in such a thing. Okay. You can see see my light mode background, which is this, which is great, but it's too bright. About this. Thank you, thank you. 7 hours of non-stop Gecko Shop Simulator. How actually cool is that game? Because there was a lot more to it than I thought there was going to be. I hate when they do this thing. Wiggling. I'm too old and that will make me sick. There's a good, like, this is probably fine, right? Is this allowed? There's almost coochie in it, but it's not coochie. Almost coochie. Added Gecko Shop Sim to your wishlist. It looks so fun. It's such a pip game, isn't it? What's this? Berserk. I don't even watch or read Berserk. Got like a bunch in my... Oh, this one's good. It says purple, and this is red. Oh, this man! Oh, he's moving a lot. That's probably fine, right? We'll just keep him. I like him. Yeah, Gecko Shop Sim was like... There's so much to do in that game, which I didn't expect. Red light sending you to hell. What, the one that was like the piercing red light from the Berserk one? Disable mouse parallax. Does this one do it? Oh, he's got... I've got fire on my mouse or something if I touch his eyes. His fire follows my mouse or something. Look at that. That's strange. Who's this guy? Is that supposed to be another Gengar? He's like winking or something. We have Coochie back. No. You may not. Not even if you ask politely. You may not. No Coochie. Did Lewis purchase his own copy? No, he hasn't played Gecko Shop. Let's see what he has been up to. I've got some for him to record tomorrow. Recent activity. Backpack Hero. 27 hours on record. 9 Kings he's been playing. As We Descend, Atomfall, Backpack Hero. And he has done, 47 hours of Clair Obscur. Which I'm surprised. I haven't heard him talking about it, though I haven't seen him since I've taken a, hibernation after, Camp Yogg. I know, no titties. Nice shorts. Thank you. One side is checkered and one side is not. Because... Wowie, wowie. That's how it goes. Fancy shorts. I know, and I've got some legging versions of them too. Morton, thank you for the 60 months. Where's my activity feed? Docs. Twitch oh, there it is. I told you that problem that I'm having with my, resizing my camera. All the advice says uninstall Stream Elements, and that's how I multi-stream, so excellent for that one, y'all. Excellent. What is Lauren saying? Color in the white squares with fuchsia? Oh, my shorts. Why? Am I very pink? Am I too pink because Gengar now? Well. Stop multi-streaming. Got a new nose thing. Yeah, I did. I've had it for a long time, but I had to cut and trim the metal bit, which meant that it was a task that I needed to do, which meant that I forgot about it for a long time. And then every time I thought about doing it, I was like, maybe not. Yeah, do you spot a hidden Brian? Meet a Brian! Gilgamesh is in the, bathroom. The floor. His leggies. He got his leggies out. Champ is Significant Otter. Thank you very much. Megatron, thank you so much for the 38 months. Darius has a 105 stream streak. That's wild, crazy, ridiculous. Do they cuddle at all with each other? They don't as much as they did when they were babies, but they were the other day and it was really cute. But they are pretty independent and they don't play fight all that much either. I think Gilgamesh is lazy. It might be because he's fat, or he might be fat because he's lazy. I don't know. Hello, Dalgan. My multi-chat is working, which is great. Excellent. Scott, thank you very much for the tier 2 in the 29 months. Uncle Disco, thank you for the tier 2 in the 70 months. The tier 2 reminds me of something sad, which I've put off talking about just because it is sad. I think it was about just over a month, and because I got busy, just over a month ago, Miss Edie the Piggy passed away. Pigs after winter, they like do this thing where they sometimes lose their appetite, and so my mom's got the 3 pigs, now she's got 2, but they were all sort of like not having much of an appetite, and then Miss Bebe, she like didn't get her appetite back, and then she wasn't going to the bathroom And it took so much for my parents to find a vet that works on pigs. And she was like doing better, and then she'd not do better, and then they finally did find one that they were able to talk to on the phone, which I also had to call a lot of places from the UK and ask them, because my parents needed help. And so when we did find one, they said, yeah, well, I guess they're exotic, but they're also, they're like livestock. So you need to find a livestock vet. And even though they live in sort of a rural part of Florida, I guess it wasn't rural enough for there to be livestock vets. Soft focus shirt, cool, thank you. And so when we did finally find some, a farrier, I think they usually do their like hooves and nails, which they do have someone that comes out to do those, the hoof trimmings for them. But they ended up finding one. He gave them some advice, and then it was like a couple weeks later where it was like, she's not getting any better, and surgery would be very, very extremely expensive. And then also, pigs don't always do great with surgery. They don't always do great with anesthesia. So with like everything, like I think she hadn't been going to the bathroom for like over a week or 2 weeks, and she just was very lethargic. She wasn't really eating or drinking water, and so we started looking into weeks. She was like, it was like a week or two. I think she was like kind of going to the bathroom, but like not as much as she should have. And so we ended up like searching frantically on the weekend for a vet that did euthanasia for pigs. And then we finally found someone, and it was so difficult because most of the places that did like home visits for euthanasia, they like weren't taking any customers, and so there was like no one doing it. And then finally my dad's friend was like, I know somebody who can do that. And so he ended up going out, and I don't know if he had euthanized a pig before, but he had enough of the medication to do so. And so they did so peacefully. She got to go in her little paddling pool and lay down, and then my mom got to hang out with her, or I guess sit with her. And then the vet did his thing. But they also, I think he did like an exam before he did so. And then what happens sometimes to pigs, especially to female pigs, which is quite common, is if they're not fixed, if they're not spayed, then they can develop uterine tumors, and then those uterine tumors can cause blockages in their intestines just from the pressure of the uterine tumors. And so I don't think any of my parents' pigs are fixed, which of course you want to get them fixed when they're young because that's when they handle anesthesia best. But the pigs are all, like, my parents got them all kind of rescue, and so it's also more expensive the bigger they are. And yeah, I think it does happen to more than just pigs, but for pigs it's like a super common problem. And I think it is possible to get them spayed at any age, but then I think, of course, depending on them, the risks go up. So I think she was like, I want to say she was probably, maybe, I'm trying to think when we got her. I think we maybe got her in like 2014. I think it was 2014 or 2013 when they got her. So she was like between 10 and 12 years old, right? Maybe between 11 and 13 years old. So they had her for a long time, but that was last month or the month before or something. My poor younger brother was absolutely distraught because he would sleep with her on the floor, and sometimes he'd take his mattress off of his like bed frame and put it on the floor so she could get in the bed with him. So he was really upset, and that was like his pet basically. But he's doing better, and he was really upset. But they're all doing okay, and they've got the 2 other pigs. And then my mom was messaging me the other day because the people close by to them have cows, and so my mom heard noise in the garden the other day, and she looked out the window, and there was just this like bull, and I guess he had wandered out from his little pasture because he was looking for girl cows, and he ended up in my mom's yard. And my mom was saying, like, she's like, he was so nice, but I couldn't really get close to him just in case, so she like lured him away with she lured him back to the owners by like sprinkling pig food on the ground, and he would follow her, and they were like, thanks for bringing him back, which was cute. So she sent me a picture of that. All the livestock farms already have their own vets. Yeah, I think that, but also like in that area where they are, there's a ton of vets, but they're all like normal vets and emergency vets, and then the even the what's it called? Even the vets that were doing home calls were normal vets and not really livestock vets. And so most of the time when I was like, do you service pigs? They were like, no. Or there was like 1 or 2 that were like, if they're under 100 or under 50 pounds or something. And I was like, yeah, that ship has sailed for these guys. So it worked out in the end, and now they've got that person's phone number just in case for future. But horses privately owned, that too. And well, horses I think also a lot of the time are at stables that are, they like rent a stall for the horse from the owner of the stable, and then I think probably the owner of the stable is in contact with vets and such. I wish I could fuck around and just buy a horse. I'm so tempted sometimes, but I'm like, I don't want to spend less time with my cats by getting a horse, so. But yeah. Rest in peace, Miss Bebe, but she lived quite a long time, especially being a rescue. And she was spoiled absolutely fucking rotten, dude. Horse expensive, yeah. You can lease one, though. I think leasing is usually not a good idea when it comes to a lot of things, right? Usually it's like, people are like, why would you lease something? Fixing my camera temperature. She lifted up. My mom would be like, she needs to go on a diet, so she's not allowed to have any M&Ms or something. And I'd be like, maybe she doesn't need to go on a diet, and maybe she just should not have candy all the time. Which they are, pigs are allowed to have candy and stuff. So they've got different biology to like dogs, but yeah. JRR Toshkin, thank you for the 3 years. Not my cuppa, thank you for the 20 months. Regular dog 420, thank you for the 22 months. Regular dog house. I've got to remember that, right? There's poop dog and regular dog. The dynamic duo. Morton, thank you for the tier 3 in the 60 months. And Symmetrical, thank you for the 54 months. Cat Films will house a horse in a warehouse. That is one of the most fucky sentences I've ever had to read with my eyes and try to pronounce. Op fan. Oh, One Piece. It was Magic the Gathering, Blobby Boo. We did Magic the Gathering and Final Fantasy. Sorry, it was Final Fantasy. But I did like the One Piece cards too, and I was looking at them. And I've watched the live action, and I've watched / read a decent amount of One Piece too, but also Christy's so jealous of your pulls. I got really lucky, I think, but I did also buy extra outside of the pre-release, which I can show you. Was someone saying something about looking at house rentals and found a place with stables for 3K a month. Alright, I can show you these, by the way. My nifty folder. Did the pre-release get put up anywhere yet? Like the video or something? I'm not sure because Warchild, and like a few of the other content creators that were there were filming. Mousy also went and Kirsty went. I can see the YouTube chat now, which is good. And Mousy was so at home with like Mousy's neurodivergent, but also somehow such an extrovert, whereas me and Kirsty were like, let's sit together and be quiet because now there's a lot of people. Yeah, I was thinking that too, Ref. Oh. Because it was like before Kirsty showed up, there was like a decent amount of people there and the voice actors and stuff. And Mousy's just so good at like talking to everybody, and she knew some of the people there too. But she was so good at like talking to the voice actors and everything that when people would show up, especially people that were not content creators, they thought Mousy was like either one of the voice actors or like the person coordinating the voice actors. And they'd go up and ask her questions and she'd be like, what? I'm not a voice actor. Yeah, she's so extroverted though. I don't know how she has a lot of energy. I do not. First thing I've got is a secret gift which I'm taking to the office tomorrow. Which is in a card protector. One of the cards that I pulled from the packs that I got, which I can turn on the autofocus, but I don't know if it will care. It might not. Is this guy. So Final Fantasy 14. And the voice actors that were there were the two twins. And then Thancred, Kate Sith from 14, I think. And then, is it Istinian or something like that? So, this. And so then, the back of it was signed by all the voice actors there. And this I got for Nina, since it was her birthday the other day. Which is all thanks to Bryony, because Bryony was originally supposed to go but was not feeling well. And so they asked me last minute sort of to take her place, and then Bryony was like, she's like, if it's not too much to ask of you, socially, she's like, do you mind maybe getting something signed for Nina or something? So I got them all to sign it. Alice, Alphino, Thancred, and Istinian. Yes, and then there was a Kate Sith as well. But so this is for Nina, which I'll take to the office tomorrow to give to her. And then we got this, this is like the box that came for the pre-release thing. And then it comes with a special Final Fantasy dice thing. And then we got a bunch of packs for the that came with the pre-release box, but then I also bought extras because I didn't realize how many we were going to get. So I bought mine first before that. Did you get your Crystal Dyson bag? No, I think they were doing a raffle for it, maybe? And also, I don't know if I committed a faux pas, because they gave us land if we didn't have enough lands for our deck. And so I forgot to give them back. So I don't know if that is naughty style. So I do have some of the land cards from Spellbound Games in London. Oopsies. So, yippee! I'm a landowner! Because I did get some in my polls, but not enough for the deck that I was building, aka that someone was directing me how to build. So these are like just a bunch of cards from the pre-release packages and also the packs that I bought. Oh, the desktop camera. I do. Yeah. Stealing land. So I've got, here's a card. I don't know what they mean again. This one's got like the silver triangle at the bottom, but it's a shiny thing. Yippee! And they all say at the bottom which one they're from, so that's from 7. I've got like a Dragoonman with a gold thing at the bottom, but not shiny looking. And then it's surprising, I got like quite a few from 12. Final Fantasy 12. So here's a few from 12. Or I guess one of them, this one's 14, the first one. Also the second one. And then the last one is from 12. But they've got the like, so this is from 12. And there's the judges from 12 or something like that. And so to me, they look very 14. Also, so you've got this guy in the front, and then I didn't realize that some of them have like reverse sides to them, so then they've got Transcendent Rival on the back of this guy. It's nice, yeah, that they show what they're from. There's my big pile. So I've got a lot. Now, with how many packs we opened, I think we opened like, I bought one of the like big promo ones that has Terra on the front. And I bought the Titus Commander deck. Because I haven't bought anything actually kind of like nice for myself in a while. So I was like, fine. I don't play Magic the Gathering, but here we go. Is the nose chain itchy? No, I cut it so that it fits like perfectly and it doesn't really fall, so it's not too bad. Yeah, the cam's out of focus because I'll keep putting stuff up. It's not great at autofocusing, so we're rolling with this. But so I bought the like promo thing, which is like some kind of pack where it's got like a guaranteed amount of like special guys. And then I bought like, I think I bought like 3 regular packs and then the Titus Commander deck. We didn't play Commander games, we played what are they called? The regular guys? There's like 40 cards or something. Collector pack. Yeah, I think that was it. So we played the ones that are 40 cards. I'm going through here to see if there's anything cute specifically that I want to show you. But when we were told about the event, it was like you'll get some pre-release promo cards and then you'll even get to make a deck and play or something. And I thought that would be optional. And so then after they gave us our pre-release boxes, they were like, okay, now you can build your decks and then you've got 40 minutes to do that and then we're gonna play. And I was like, me and Kirsty are like, because Kirsty has played a little bit of Magic the Gathering, but not a ton. And I've not played any at all. at all. And so I was like, I don't know the fuck anything about this, which it was nice because there were a lot of people there who were nice enough to help, even though they were building their decks in time. And then there was also an insert thing in this pre-release box that has how to build a deck or something like that. So me and Kirsty were like looking at that, trying. Mousy has also never played Magic, and two guys explained to her, but when people are explaining to you, it's like, what are you even talking about? I have no idea. So we were all pretty lost, and then we were trying to build a deck, and that was difficult. Kirsty got help building hers, and then I got help from, let me see what their Twitch name is. Firefox? I got help from, is it Chad Magic? Chad Magic? I don't know if they have a Twitch or if they only have YouTube. But I'll post their YouTube channel for y'all. So I got help from Christian who's from Chad Magic, because he was the unfortunate person to sit across from me during the deck building phase. And so I was like, he was like, do you have any questions? Do you want any help? And I was like, yes, all of that. And so we went, I sorted all of my cards by their like element or whatever. And then we went through them, and it looked like my best bet was a green and blue deck. Because in my greens, I pulled this card. I'll just take it out. I pulled this guy, who is a Prime Titan. And they were like, holy shit. They were freaking out, and I was like, I don't know what this means. Stupid. Focus. So an Astral Titan, sorry for the glare, which is a Primeval Titan, and then his like thing is trample. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, you may search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. So Christian was like, we should build around that deck, or around that card. And I was like, okay, I can do that. Zidarin, thank you for the 62 months. Also, Symmetrical, thank you for the 54 months. And Blobby, thanks again for 40. Hello, Verkio. So we built around that guy mostly. And then it was a green and blue deck. And in it, there's like there's a bunch of shit. I don't know what any of this stuff means, but one of them is Ride the Shoe Puff, or rather Ride the Shoe Puff, and it's got the guy. Ride the Shoe Puff. So here he is. Rides the Shoe Puff. There he go. And this one is landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a +1 and +1 counter on a target creature you control. And then if you use 2 green and 5 whatever, this enchantment becomes a 7/7 beast creature in addition to its other types. So that's pretty good. And then I had Saz's Chocobo. And Saz is from 13. This will make sense to some people, but... So this guy has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So he goes up by +1/+1 when you put a land down. So if you get him early, you can build him up. So at one point, this baby chicken, I got him up to I think it was like 9 attack and like 10 defense or whatever. So that was pretty crazy. And then I also had this card. So those were both like advantageous depending on how early they were played and the lands and stuff being played. So I've got this one, which is Geisel Greens. So when you play this, create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever a land you control enters, this token gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. And all of these cards are from the pre-release box, because basically everybody had the same challenge, which was whatever cards you pull, you make a deck from them. Hi, Kelly. Yeah, they're great. I got to play, even though I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So all of those cards that I showed. So the Titan has, you can, if you play him or he attacks, you can put 2 more land cards down, and they're tapped. And then the bird, whenever you put a land down, he gets +1/+1. And then the shoe puff, whenever you put down a land, you can put +1/+1 on any creature that you control. So I was putting everything on the fucking baby chicken because I thought it was funny. And then the other one, the last one, whenever a land you control enters, it gets +1. So if all of these are like down and their costs are, the baby chicken is only costs 1 green, the shoe puff costs a green and whatever, and the Geisel thing costs a green and whatever. So that's quite early. And then the other crazy thing that I had this other thing too, called Grisha's Wanderings or something like that. Let me get the camera to. And this one costs 2 whatever and 1 green. Search your library for a basic land card or town card. Put onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. And when you search your library this way, put a +1/+1 on a target creature you control. So this one is, you play it, you get a land, and then you can also put +1/+1 on a creature, which is hilarious. So it's just like, everyone can have +1. Hey guys, I'm gay. Welcome, gay. Mateus. And then I got this other one, which is a job select. I still don't fully understand what these things mean. But this one is Summoner's Grimoire, and it's an artifact. And this one is, whenever this creature attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. If that card is an enchantment card, it enters tapped and attacking. So you can use an enchantment creature and use it to attack right away. So that's pretty good. And then I've got like other creatures and shit. The Balam T-Rexor, Summon Fenrir, Summon Fat Chocobo, which is create a 2/2 bird token creature. Whenever a land you control enters, this token gets +1/+0. So this was another one where you get a bird creature that's got 2/2, and then whenever you play a land, it also gets +1/+0, which is so fucking silly. Which the bird token is here. Here he is. You don't really need to see him, he's alright. And then for blue stuff, I've got Magic Damper, which has Fang from 13 on it. I feel like, so I got pretty lucky with all of the stuff that I pulled in the pre-release packs to make a deck. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof until the end of turn. Pretty crazy. Snowballing to hell, yeah. And then in the rest of the deck, there's like some other stuff that I played. I've got Thief's Knife, which is a job select. When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 colorless hero, whatever. And then I got Wandering Minstrel. He's from 14 for all you 14 poggers. And he's a legendary creature. And this says... This one's... I don't understand how it works, but I played it at one time and I was like, yo, yippee. All these Magic the Gathering game words are passing straight through me. Same, and I'm reading them. Lands you control enter untapped. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 5 or more towns, create a 2/2 elemental creature that is all colors. And then if I have a fuck ton of energy things and towns or whatever, other creatures you control get plus whatever until the end of the turn, where whatever is the number of towns you control. So if you've got a lot of towns, then you're wacky style with it. And then I also had, I pulled like 3 instant ramen cards. This is the foil one of it. And this is from 15, I guess, the boy band one. And this one is a flash card, so I think that means you can play it whenever you want. When this artifact enters, draw a card, so you can just draw a card. And then if you use 2 energies, you can sacrifice the card and you heal 3. So those were all of the things that I got for the deck that Christian from Chad Magic helped me build. And he was like, I wish I was playing with your deck instead of mine. And then I played a match against this really nice guy who I was like, because we got assigned on our phone, me and Kirsty were like, maybe we can just play each other over and over again and no one will notice. But it was like legit, like you got matched against someone via the app on your phone for the thing. And I was like, oh no, Kirsty. Oh no. And she's like, oh no. Gamers, thanks for the 39 months. So I got matched against someone and I was like, I'm so sorry. I literally have never played this game before. I have no idea what anything does. So I'm really sorry, but if you can maybe just teach me what the hell is going on. Because the guy that helped Kirsty build her deck, his deck was finished. So he was also explaining how to play. But Christian was still building his deck while he was helping me. And he was having a tough time with what he got. So basically the first guy I played against was super nice and taught me how to play. And I won the first round, which he probably went a little bit easy on me and also didn't super get to pay attention to what he was doing because he was teaching me. And he was a bit newer to Magic as well. But he was so nice. What a nice person. I was the tourney. So it went well. So we had 2 rounds that first thing. That I played against this person. So I won the first round, and then when I sort of knew what I was doing and he could pay more attention, he won the second round. And then we had to go on to another match, and I got matched up against Wally, who is from Chad Magic. And I was like, I'm really sorry. I've never played before besides that set of rounds just before this, so I don't exactly know what I'm doing, so I might need help. And he's like, okay. And then he was super nice, from Liverpool. The Chad gamers are, the Chad Magics. And it was funny because when I played against the first person, I never drew my Prime Titan and I had like some bad hands. But when I played against Wally in the first round, I started with like a really good hand. And then I also did end up drawing the Prime Titan. And there were a couple of cards that when I put them down, Wally was like, wait, what does that do? And then he looked at it and he's like, that's crazy. And he would turn to the guy next to him and he's like, have you seen this card? And so my deck was doing pretty good. But when I put the Titan down, he's like, is that a Prime Titan? And I was like, I think so. And he was like, can I see what it does? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, that's ridiculous. He goes, you need to sleeve that right away. It's going to be worth money. Which I think when I first looked them up when I got home, they were like 100 quid, but I think they've gone down. But he was like, okay, great. Let me see if I can figure out how to fight against that. And then basically I put that down, and then I just had great synergy with the rest of the things that I was doing, so I won. And then he was like trying, he's like really trying, but I think I had like good hands and everything, and good draws. And so like he did a decent amount of damage to me, but he was like, okay, let's do the math. And then he was like, so on my attack, I'm doing this much damage. He's like, and then on your attack next turn, you've got your Prime Titan, which is going to do this much. You've got your Big Chicken, which is going to do this much. You've got this much. You're going to do this much, blah, blah. He's like, so on the next turn, you'll win. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, do we keep going? And he's like, well, we can just put that you won. He's like, let me double check the math. But he's like, no, you win. And I was like, okay. And so then when we did the second round, my starting hand was not great. I mostly had lands in it, which I thought would be good, and then it ended up I was not drawing anything good. But I still did okay. But we got towards the end, and they were saying like, oh, like, you've got like 4 minutes or something to wrap up your last rounds or whatever. And he had like a bunch of good stuff, and I wasn't really going anywhere, so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna let you attack directly or whatever, so that, because I was like, I don't think this is gonna go anywhere, so you can win. And he's like, okay, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. I was like, that's fine, because I also needed to leave soon so I could get my train. But he was like, when I pulled the Primeval Titan out for the first time, and he was like, what the hell? He's like, this deck is really good. I wish I was playing with this deck. And then I was like, you can thank that guy over there. He's the one that made the deck. And he's like, which guy? And I showed him. He's like, that's my coworker. And I was like, really? And then he was like, Christian. And Christian looked at him. And Wally was like, what the hell is this deck? And then Christian looked over at me and he goes, yeah, I wish I was playing with that one. And Wally was like, Prime Titan? And Christian was like, yeah. And Wally was like, I hate you. So that was really fun. And then they were talking on Blue Sky, and they were saying, I was like, it's okay, thanks for letting me win. And then they were like, no, Wally was actually really trying really hard to win. So that was really fun. And then I ended up going home. What a long day it was to go to London in the morning and take the underground for the first time. Walk to the place, and then do a bunch of social shit, and then go home. But it was a really fun time. It was not BM though. I was like, because I was like, I don't know what I literally have no idea what I'm doing, but I got really lucky with all of my stuff, so finding a glitch, true. It was a nice time, it was really nice. I did get the rat girl. I posted some pictures on Blue Sky, and I'll turn off this light so maybe there will be less glare if I show you all of these in the sleeve thing. I've got some of these, like, big art card guys. And then this Zidane, which is shiny also, was from that collector pack. This card, Christian also was like, oh, that card is great and is a really good pull, and that's going to be worth money or something. I was like, yippee! And then we've got Kimari Ronso. This person, Furion the Swordmaster, some, like, town thing, vestige guy. And then I just liked this, Garuda art. It will focus. Itch. It's confused. I don't want to press it. I'm gonna press it. Pressing it. So I just liked that one. The full arts are really nice, and I don't know what any of this stuff means. I don't know what the rarity of these things are, so I'm just drawing them and I'm like, yay, maybe. I've got this guy. I'm a master. I've got this guy. Ah! It's a party. Thank you very much, Captain Ben. It is now a party. So I got this Dragoon. We got Angelo, who has... I didn't even know I got Angelo, and he's got a mean doggy on the back. Some Iron Giant guy, but not the one I know. Champions from Beyond. This one's like shiny foily from 14. This guy that Nina is in love with, I'll probably give her that. This one is some guy from 14 that is also shiny. Some grandpa guy. Zodiac Man. Summon Grandpa with his full set of acrylic nails. And then I've got Bird. Overkill, which is like Final Fantasy X stuff. Grandpa again. Some other things. This guy, he looks like a jerk. The dinosaur. What else is there? Kirsty like this one. She's like Melon will lose his mind. Trommel, Seymour's butler. We've got Emperor of Palmesia or something. We've got Blitzball Shot, some Oron, some Shiva, Zack Fair, Vraska's Final Aeon, and then Jekt, which, spoilers, those are reversible, which is so funny to me. And I didn't get a whole lot of cards from 10 that I got in the promo pack pulls, so I was happy that I bought the commander deck, because then I did end up, of course, that has a ton of cards from 10 in it. This guy, Galacat, got Vincent, Reno and Rude, boyfriends, another Emmet Selk guy, the Sorceress from 8, and then there you go, Kelly. I've got Freya Crescent. I do love a Rat Knight. And then we've got some heroes, another Garuda, and then look at that one. Do you only play paper, or do you do... I don't know what these mean. Oh, online. I've only played 4 games? Question mark? 4 games? In real life at a pre-release event. We got this guy. Barrett. Eastis. Vanille, which I didn't realize until just now. Vanille is also double-sided. And has this on the back. I'd play online, I think. Got Seymour guy, a rat, just a bunch of stuff. These were all the ones where I was like, either I know them or I just liked the card. And then there's some more guys. Got a bird. Chocomog. Wizard. Black Mage's Rod. Whatever the fuck that thing says. Gold Saucer. Trino. And then these are the little things that came with the Titus Commander deck. And then the rest of the stuff I have is the Titus Commander deck. Yeah, the cards are really good. There's a lot of great artwork, and by different people. So you've got the Titus Commander card, and then there's Yuna, and those are both like shiny, foily guys. And then you've got like... I saved this thing because I thought it was funny. I don't understand what this means, but it makes me laugh. And then you've just got like... You've got Oron, you've got Gata and Luzu. Got like Lord Jiskel. You've even got Awaka, the traveling merchant, and Lulu and all of those, and like Yuna's whistle, and they've got the laughing card, which I'm sure everyone's pogging about, the meme for laughing. Let me see if I can find where it is. So this is a commander, so there's 100 unique, like, non-repeating cards in it, or something like that. I'm trying to remember where the laughing one is. Here it is. It's called Inspiring Call. Even Magic the Gathering memeing on my Final Fantasy. It's not supposed to be awkward and dumb. They're laughing like that on purpose to make themselves laugh, everybody. We've got that. But yeah, there's a ton of cards in this one. And I was glad I got it because I didn't pull very much Final Fantasy X in the other packs that I got. So I'm glad that I bought extra stuff. And I'll put my... I'll put a list of the cards I've got from my deck on somewhere. Hello, K Goody. K Gooder? Or K Good Year. 2022? Was 2022 the best year for you? Three years ago. I don't remember anything I was doing. Hi, Sinvicta. I was going through all my magic cards. I was talking to them and they're like, at the event, everyone was like, oh, you're really into magic. And I was like, I like Final Fantasy. And also, I got Bloomburrow, and that is what I know. Because I did get something from Bloomburrow before, including my adorable little sweet. Just like a little mouse guy. Mabel Heir to Cragflame. Redwall, the Magic the Gathering. So. Then I've got to take Nina her gift tomorrow. Where can I put this? A game you're playing as we speak. Which one? Oh, Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering. Camera needs focus. Son of a... There it is. But yeah, that's all the stuff I got. Bloomburrow was what pulled my wife and I back into Magic after 25 years away. Bloomburrow was really cute. I didn't learn how to play then. I've also got, I think, a deck of some kind or commander deck that Mango made for me. That now that I kind of know what stuff means, I can go through. And see what all that is about. I've got 3, right? Because I've got my commander one, and then the one Mango made, and then the pre-release guy. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've got to go through all of them and like I need to have one day where I go on a card app and log all of the things that I have for Pokemon. Because I feel like I've got to have some good stuff in my Pokemon cards because they are very old. And so there's got to be some like rare shit or something. I feel like. Let me see. There's a message about something, so I want to check. If it was posted anywhere. I think they talked about it on the YouTube channel. On Yogg's YouTube channel. Yogg's Cast. Oos. I think the favorite things show is getting put out tonight, maybe? me see. Yeah. And it's the Pokemon card. Pokemon super fans. So it's me, Harry, Nina, and Duncan. Were at the office and brought in all of our Pokemon cards. And then we did a members video for those. So that's releasing today at some point. I don't know what time they usually release members videos. But that will be coming out. So, get excited. Get excited. Get excited. There's some... I can't remember what the apps are, and some of them are stupid iPhone only. Dumb. Oh my gosh, I still have Blender open. Lol. What a surprise. Quelle surprise. I'm almost glad that, there's no, what's it called? There's no, like, timer that shows you how many hours you've spent in Blender, as if it was like a Steam game. Because I also leave it AFK, but at the same time I don't leave it AFK. What do you mean can't keep secrets? We got a message about it, and then 4 days ago they posted that the video would come out soon. So, the Steam version, there's not a Steam version, is there? What? Oh. I am not doing that to myself, because I don't want to know. You did it so to keep track of your hours. I don't want to know, because... Yes, I am very impressed with myself that I've learned how to do stuff. And I've actually made a VTuber and rigged it. When I started learning what, like... When did I start? It was like the day before Camp Yog. So I started like May 13th or 14th or something, and I was like, yippee, Blender. And then we had Camp Yog for a week. And then from the 22nd to like the 30th, any free time I had, I spent doing Blender. And from like the time I woke up until like 2 a.m. or something. And then that has still continued. But I was able to make something, which is great. But the amount of times I also completely scrapped that Kirsty model and then restarted it. Oopsies. Oopsies. 1,300 hours. And not much AFK. I think I don't super leave it AFK, except for now when I've forgotten that it was open, and then also I don't go anywhere, really. And I usually turn my computer off if I do, so... Tom and Ben hiding here. No. Not here. I don't know where they are. I gotta figure out... Did I shade smooth all of this? Is that why it's... I don't know why this cut is so harsh like that, to where this has that kind of shading and this doesn't. I don't have a light source. I don't use one. There's no emission either. It's fine, though. You started this model from a cylinder, holy crap. Well, it's like, I had some round cubes, and then I think I started the torso first, which was a cylinder. And then I've also been referencing, I open it real quick. There is a model available for purchase from Heaven on like Gumtree or something, which is the one that they used to make Miku. So I've been referencing that to just see what they do in certain places, like the butt has these triangles. Flipped normals, help. How dare you say that to me? But this is a model that's available, and they also have another one. I ain't got no files, I don't care that you see. So they've got also this one is available. And I got them because I was like, I want to see this mesh. I want to see what you did. And then so trying to get proportions correct, I've sort of looked at that a little bit. And then I've also downloaded a fuck ton of these guys. Where is it? From the DS. I think I've got to get a different file or something for them. I think they've got FBXs already, so they might need to be changed. But that's from that model website. But yeah, this... Oh, maybe it's because... Do I have any faces in here that are hiding? Hidden face? Question mark? If I get rid of this, has that changed the shading? No, not really. I don't know what it's doing then. Have you seen how you can import reference images? Yes. One problem that I have, which maybe someone has a solution for, is if I put a reference image in here, and then I am using my materials. Where's my guy at? Oh, where is it? There it is. I don't know why it's like that, don't ask me. I just work here. If I use the color picker, and I try to pick from the reference image... Oh, that's what you were saying, Beans. How does that fucking happen? That'd be pissing me off. When I try to pick from the reference image, it grabs the background color always. Not that I have a reference image up right now, but... Let me look at my... Oh, this entire thing is inside out. Oh my god. I don't understand how that happens. How does this happen? Beans is saving me from a future headache. Thank you, Beans. Mesh. Normals. Flip. Save. The legs were correct. I kind of liked how it looked. Not the legs, but also that would be a fucking nightmare. And now it's done weird vagina shading. Can you not? Can you not shade the vagina weird? Why are you doing that? It's like made like a very... That's one thing that'd be pissing me off too. I don't think anything's gonna fix that. Reflip it, put it back. Fuck, put it back. I've only done it to try and trace the shapes. Yeah, that is helpful, and I should draw references, but I've been weirdly working without them, besides the Kirsty one, which then I made the body by itself, but I kind of just looked at some other models and what I liked about them. I wouldn't even flip. If you Control A and select recalculate, it'll do the whole thing. Starts to be in edit mode. Press the wrong button. No. Am I not seeing it with my eyes, or is it because of the faces? Do you import image as a plane or import reference? I do import reference image. But if I didn't flip the normals and then I put it into Unity, won't it be fucked up? Shift N. That's the other problem, isn't it? Image as a plane, okay. Which is so strange because why wouldn't you want to color pick from an image, right? Shift N. Recalculate normals. Okay, yeah, it is. It'll be fine. I'll figure out what to do. But yeah, if the normals are flipped so the red is on the outside, when you port it over to Unity, doesn't it show up fucked up? Or does it, if the normals are flipped, all of them, then does it go, this is normal, and then knows what to do? Because when I had them flipped on some faces, that was a problem I had, because when I put that model into Unity, those parts were completely transparent and broken, so yeah. But anyways, this is another thing I'm working on. I also want to do like a base model. A model base for making stuff. Unity renders the direction the face is facing. Stupid Unity. The other thing that I did with Unity, oh my god, I had such a problem for a while. Where I was working on the Kirsty model, and I kept having to like scrap it and then bring it back in, because I either had to fix the rig or the armature, or I had to fix the mesh and all of this other shit. And so I basically just made a new project every time, because I don't know why I was doing that, because I think you can just pull it all in. But there would be some points where I would get to like, I had my shaders imported that I was using, because I was using VRM MTune. And then so I'd just start over. And then I fucked up for a while, and I was using this SRP Universal 3D, and my materials and my shaders were fucked and all pink. And so I spent like 2 days Googling what the problem was, and I even like, I uninstalled and reinstalled Unity, because I thought it was because I had deleted a bunch of files that I wasn't using. So I was like, oh, I fucked everything up. But it turns out I kept loading it in this when I should have been loading it in this, which I don't know why it's defaulting to this. And so I wasted like 2 fucking days. Edit mode, mesh, normals, average face area. Ooh, okay. I'll try that, Beans. I'll try to remember that too. If you're in the Discord, add it to the Blender thread, which is in creative. I think Universal is the newer and fancier one. This one be pissing me off. This one works with the shaders that I've used, but not the other fucking thing. Okay. I'm gonna check out Car Dealer Sim to see if how far I want to get in that before I get Lewis to play it, because maybe we need some like levels in it before it's good. And I also got this weird ass one called Paradise Beach Simulator, which is certainly going to be something. And I've saved the tutorial for Lewis because some wacky shit happens in it. But this is the trailer. The game is in French, I guess, originally, but not. It's in English. Noix de coco. But it's got a lot of stuff for being a resort game thing. But also, look at the amount of probably like asset and RAM and shit going to this beautiful fucking water. Should I make Lewis play it in French? I should. Crevettes grillées à la noix de coco. Coconut grilled shrimp. But this water, dude. Look at all this stuff going on. They've got a water slide. There's a guy, he's ordering stuff. There's a hot tub. I thought those were boobies? Pardon me. It could be. Oh, 2 guys chilling out. Oh, 2 people chilling out. You can build these little... This looks great. Now, I don't know if I should play some of this to get it really wild and wacky for Lewis. I think he should do the tutorial though, because basically you've got your uncle and he's like telling you how to run the resort. And then he's like, okay, well, we need to tear down this building, so here's some fucking dynamite. And that really caught me off guard, so I want Lewis to have to do that. But did you change your name color? It's freaking me out. They mocapped me being born. Oh my god. Andy, hello. I'm not gonna tell Lewis anything, no. I'm so tempted for him to watch the trailer, but it'll be fine. Alright, let me try this car dealing min. We'll see how far we want to get in that. I can turn off this music, by the way. Is this Build Your Own Fire Festival? It was, Car Dealer Simulator. Let me just check something real quick. Peru. The music is kicking. Why is it banging? At Yog Cinnamon yesterday, it was the one where Lewis and Simon were blowing a puzzle with Minecraft with TNT. Very true. Streamer mode. What does that mean? Rival event? Oh, was that... This is Car Dealer Sim. Yeah. The other one was, Paradise Beach Simulator. Bad music? So that was bad music just now. How dare they? Video. We've got it. Audio. Rolls. Okay, all of that looks fine. Gas Station Simulator. Oh, did they do that one as well? Now is there just gonna be no music on? Because... streaming. That's sad. I don't want to have to use Animal Crossing for car dealers. Yippee! Little Sam.
Hey kid, Little Sam here. Are you on your way to the shop? We don't have time to waste. Let me know when you arrive. The client's already waiting.
Okay. Yes. Car driving. WASDA for the and R. We don't get a radio because we've lost our radio privileges. Oh, fuck off, all of you. Oh, shit. Well, I will say that that was my fault. What's brake? Fast. What's fast braking? There's no braking. Is it space? Oh yeah. Oh my god, I can drift around corners. Alright, let's do it. I thought that person, I thought from a distance that was a woman with really long hair with some kind of cowboy outfit on, and I got actually so excited. Watch out, I gotta drift around this corner. Oh, watch out, you see me!
You took way too long. Good thing you're here. I had to step out and take care of something, but I've got your first job. I found an amazing deal. The client's already on board, so everything's set. See that towing trailer in the yard? Grab it and go pick up that piece of mechanical beauty. You know the deal. It's a chunk of junk. But if you fix it right,
Bro,
we'll pull some cash out of it. Don't waste time. Get moving.
I thought the camera's also deciding what direction I go, I think. Reverse and park close, drive up. When it turns green, stop, exit the vehicle, use the hitch with E, or do it from the car by pressing Z. Let me turn on some kind of music. Maybe this. does not match. Look at that. Alright, so if I need to go a little bit forward. When the area goes green. It did not.
Nice job, kid. Listen, the deal with this client is all set. Now we just need to pick up the car. But before you head out, drive over to the station and fuel up your ride. If you get stuck in the middle of nowhere, you won't be much use to anyone.
I got a full tank of gas. I got a full tank already, little Sam. Alrighty then. Oh, fuck off! You saw me coming! Do I have to follow the law? I'm a good driver in real life. But this is a video game where you're supposed to be able to... That's... Look, that person's a bad driver. That one's driving bad. Look, and how am I supposed to get in here legally? Like this? And then oh, is the car coming? No, I turn right in. What the hell's going on around here? Ah! To refuel, press and hold the left mouse button on the red pump fuel button. At the top, you can see the current fuel level. Below, you will see the amount you need to pay. And automatically fuel the tank. Fill up the tank with the switch next to it. I think I've got it. Ugh. I can't remember how to start. Fuck! What the hell is this? Where the pump at? Give me the pump. E, grab it. Oh, fuck off. Are you serious? Okay. Interact. Autofill. Autofill. $9.10! I had a full tank! This is Car Dealer Simulator. That's some bullshit, honestly. I just... Oh. Love that for me, honestly. Okay. Pick up the car from the customer. Oops. Oh my god, look, I think I'm British, y'all. I think I'm British. You fucking... Where'd that guy even come from? Wasn't he turning just a second ago? Don't do it. This is how I talked when I drove. Truly. Okay, what do you mean? Good screen now. I forget how the lights work in America. Tow using a tow dolly. While in the car, press X to extend the ramps. Drive up, and then the vehicle will automatically jump. To detach the vehicle from the trailer while in the car, press X. Okay. Ah, fuck off with all of this. Alright, we're gonna have to... Can I do it this way? Do lights work different in the UK? Yes. So in America, the light will go, it will be red and you don't go, of course. And then it will be yellow Wait, I'm trying to remember, actually. It goes... In America, it's green, and then it goes yellow to tell you it's about time to stop, and then it goes red when it's time to stop. And then when it's green again, it's just suddenly green. But in the UK, the light is green and then goes... The light goes yellow so that you can start going, and then it's green. But in America, it does not go yellow again. It's just red for you to be stopped, and then suddenly it's green, and then you go. And then if you don't go if you dare look away for 1 second from that light and it turns green, you will get honked at immediately for being such a fucking idiot to not be looking at that light for the entire time. It's so dumb because people get so mad if you even take like 1 second longer, but it's like a reflex game. It's a reflex game. Is this good enough? Yeah, it's good enough. Like a quick time event, truly. Yeah, you can anticipate from, like, watching the other traffic, too. Hello, Snufkin. We're stuck in the American way here, so we just have to watch the crosswalk counter, that as well. I think I get confused when it's red and then it goes yellow, which is to say that it's like... Because do you start going on yellow then? Frick! That was my turn! Second yellow light is for when you don't want to press the traffic light button again and you just awkwardly run across. What is the yellow for when it goes green, when it goes red to yellow in the UK? I don't get it. Is it just like start going, but just slowly start going? Is that it? Okay, now that's what I was looking for when I saw the guy originally. It's like, get ready. Let's see.
Did you pick up that beauty? Listen, don't worry about the mechanics, but make sure you clean it up with the pressure washer and snap a few good pics. Remember, if it's gonna sell, it needs to shine.
Okay. Oh, frick off. This thing just keeps going when you drive. Car washing. Park the car. Pick up the tool with E. Spray it. R to rotate the nozzle. Press X to highlight the elements that require coating and cleaning. Where's Tilleron? He probably knows though, because Ped played a lot of this. Okay, if I get out of the car. Why is this... Oh my Christ. I want to eat this foam. I need lower sensitivity because it's sending my eyes to hell. Shamrock Shake foam. It looks like toothpaste, actually. It does. Look at this shit. Now, the problem with this game is if it did not ask me if I wanted to do it, Coyote Ugly style. Which is not... I was gonna say, it's not a sex position. Well, actually, it very well could be. And it actually probably is, also. Look at this. how did I know? Scan it. Scan. 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 Scanning. Scan it. Scan it. Scan it. Scan it. Scan it. Water. Hose. Water. I wanted to scan it because it was like, so it would tell me if I got everything. You think I got everything? It means about to go red, so start slowing down. That one I know. But when it goes the other way, when it's red and then it goes to yellow, which is like start going, I guess. Where the water hose? Is there a different one when I'm dumb? Radial menu. Oh, wash. See, scan. Look at that. Oh, it's telling me to get the foam off. Look at that. I kind of hate having to see it orange, though. Yippee! This brought back such a weirdly sudden nostalgic memory, which was when I would go visit my grandpa in Texas. He had like a really nice car. He had like a few really nice cars, and then of course they had their like daily driver car too. But he would wash the car and cover it in all this foam stuff, and then I would get to help him spray the water or put the foam on. But then if I got too hot, I would go inside. Is there some in the window crack? Grandpa. Did you get told to wash it for enrichment? I think my grandpa would just be outside and I always liked to hang out with him. My grandpa! This certainly cannot be clean enough. I guess I cleaned everything. Move the car. Okay, let me move my car first. I thought that since I towed the car, it would mean that there was no... Oh, fuck. I'm realizing, actually. I was like, I thought there would be no... The car wouldn't work. It wouldn't run. I'd have to fix it up. Now I'm thinking that actually may be the case. Oh no, it's fine. And it's got fuel in it, too. Alright, what do I do now? Why is that so lit up like that? Like it's heaven. If you spotted a yellow car, you were allowed to pat your sideman on the shoulder. Interesting. I've moved the car. Does it want me to move it with the... this thing? Okay. Oh, fuck. This car, the brakes for it are not good, dude. The star. Oh, all the way over there? Okay, that makes sense. It does not fucking stop, dude. Why am I look like that guy? I'm either Dimitri Martin or perhaps more Troy from High School Musical. Bitch, I didn't even do it! Tablet with T. Or the radio menu. Wasta, take a photo. Proper photos. Okay. I think I got that. T. Camera. Okay, so we need a photo of the side. We need a photo of the... What's the blue thing? That's a good one. That's a good one. What do you think? Pretty good? Blue. Put up an ad. Computer? Online car marketplace selling a car. Ooh. Your ads. Add a new advertisement. Apex Motors Vanguard Silver. Okay, this is kind of interesting. Technical condition 50%, 58%, so it's drivable. Visual condition excellent. Competitiveness of the offer. Market value is 6,555. What if I do 7,000? If I do 68, 67. Why is it going? So that's better. But green seems better. Green seems better. Lewis will get hooked on this, it's true. So this is... Green looks okay. Lower than market value. I thought market value and then I make it a little bit higher, right? Because you gotta have profit on it. Yeah. Maybe we do 7,200 post. Wishlist. Oh my gosh. Hatchback. What they got out there. Look at all these. A pink one. This guy... This looks like the guy was like, I found someone else's car. And I took a photo of it. And then I got inside of it, question mark. Market value is standard price. You're selling a used car. Yes, have it high so they negotiate to still be above market value. Yeah. Put up an ad. Open the company. Ah! Turn the sign to open. Customers come between 7 and 7. At the top of the HUD, you'll find an icon indicating whether the company is open. Okay. Hello, Tofin. Let me look at something really quick. A fucking... Oh my goodness. Mr. Baby. Mr. Baby. Is that Amy Winehouse? What the fuck month is Jupiter? What is Is that person's name Jupiter? Or what is it? What's Jupiter? Open. And then do I get to sit in my chair? Well, you come to the right place. My name's Jimbus, and I love bunny rabbits, I love dogs, I love donuts, I love cats, and I love smoking. And I love Amy Winehouse. And I love, what the fuck is that? I don't know what it is, but I love it. And I love... Ool? That's how I say oil. I pronounce it that way. Ool. This place is a fucking pigsty, dude. But, oh my god, that scared me. The door closed behind me. What the hell is this? Why I got a shower in my place? This place is fucked. Best I can do is a half dozen. I'll take it. A half dozen gum wrappers and 2 coupons to my favorite gas station's convenience store. Nice bunny you got back there. Trace, you know it. Sell the car. Oi! Oh, look, that person's looking at. Well, you come to the right place. The name's Jimbus. You have 3 attempts to negotiate the car price. Okay. You get extra by off... Stop! This guy's great, dude. He looks like if they remade Joe Dirt and had, Ryan Gosling. He does look kind of between Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling. Woo-ha! I noticed the listing mentioned 7,200. I suggest that. Are you fucking losing your mind? 6,175. How about 6,800? 6,387. And I've got 1 chance left. $6,400. No, if I do 1 more higher, you might still meet me in the middle. 6,400. Gift? Cigarette! Oh my god. Have a cigarette on me. Alright, 6,429.
Well, kid, you really nailed it.
Oh
today.
my god, more
Did you
people
see
were
that reputation
interested.
boost after the sale?
Is
Keep
that
it
the
up.
guy from
The higher
Boondocks?
your reputation,
Literally it
the
is.
thicker your wallet. And that's what we're really playing for, right?
That's literally the
You've
guy
earned
from
your rest
Boondocks.
today.
Boondock
Tomorrow,
Saints?
I'll show you some tricks of the trade.
The show?
Remember, early bird catches the worm.
Early worm catches the bird. And that guy's French? What up? Are you French? 'Cause... I don't know. I ain't got one. I was gonna say something baguette. Take a nap, it says. Yes. Start a new day with a nap. Should I close this door? I mean, sign? All in a day's work of business, is what I always say.
Hey, kid, well rested? You know, I was thinking, since you're doing such a great job boosting our reputation in town, maybe it's time to work on our image a bit, too. Did you see that old sign above the entrance? Exactly. It could use a little upgrade. Something fresh to catch the eye.
What's happening? Psycho Hedgehog, thank you for the raid. Design the sign. No, I love that. One, make sure you give Psycho Hedgehog a follow. Design the sign. Is it an upgrade? No. Brand customization. Oh hell, what do we call it? Car. No, I know what it is. Fuck, what's he say? Ka-chow cars. Like the Pixar movie starring Owen Wilson. Also the comedian Larry the Cable Guy. It's not gonna let me do that, is it? It only lets you do so many. we also double as an optometrist in the back of the shop. So if you had trouble reading our sign, don't worry, we'll fix you up something good. Alright, we'll be Ka-chow cars. Chow. Add that. True, I should've. What do I like? This one. I let my son design the sign out front. Do you like it? Will it let me do this? Only thing is it's hard to see. Daddy! 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 I designed the sign out front. I named it after my favorite, what the fuck is a bevel, Daddy? I named it after my favorite done Pixar movie, my dad. Wow, son. I love it. Thank you so much. Oh my fuck. You can... Why would I do that? Why would I extrude it like that? Why would I bonerize... That... This gives me some weird ick that I cannot fucking explain. Oh! Oh! Is this good? Is there a better font that makes them look more like... Oh, Minecraft titties. Oh. Those are pretty good ones. Which one? This? No, it's... Oh, it has to be those ones, I think. Cars and tits. Daddy, I fixed the sign out front. Oh, what'd you make it say, son? I made it say cars and tits. Oh, Junior, you know we's gonna get in so much trouble with your mama when she gets back. What'd she say before she left? She said, do not put any tits on the sign, Junior. And I said, okay, Mama. Now why'd she say that to you, son? Because I keep getting in trouble at school because I keep drawing tits on everything. And so you Son, you thought it was a good idea to put... You thought it was a good idea to put tits on my sign? I didn't think it was a good idea, Daddy. I didn't even think about it. I just did it. I weren't thinking about it, Daddy. You know I don't think nothing. Daddy, you know I don't think. Son, your mama's gonna be pissed off with me when she gets home. Just tell her, Daddy, that the sign was on sale and we got it for free. She ain't gonna believe that. She might. She might believe it. She ain't gonna believe that. She just ain't. Extrude color. It needs to be... See, there was like, is there like a better one? Me deciding that I don't want white tits. I would like some like nice, like POC tits. Is there a better one? The better color is the one that's not the white one. I'm tired of these white tits. I need me some better ones. Ain't nothing happening here. I can't get nothing. Where's another pink color? Oh, there it is. R's and tits. Answer the poll. What was the poll? I'm still in my, Is that good for the nipple color? If the bevel color is that color, and then do you think do you think this is an original, you know how they have like like an original sentence or whatever? Is this an original thought? This might be okay. This might be good. Brand new sentence. Yeah, that one. Daddy? How big do we want the tits? Little ones? Bonkers. That looks like a penis. Right? Except this thing in the middle. But from the side, if you just look at one of them, is Mito cringe or normal? It says, oh, I thought no one voted for it. R's and dongs? True. The sequel to Boats and Hoes. Yes. Is it? So is that what my shop is? Fuck off, little Sam. I gotta see the tits on my sign.
I'll wire you some money through MobiCash.
We're closed.
Find yourself a good enough ride
Yes.
and make a deal.
Yes.
We'll see how much more we can squeeze out of it.
Yes. What'd this guy say? Design the sign. Find an ad with a vehicle you are interested in. And he gave me some money. Use car app on PC. With a search bar and filters. Use them to view the full car listing. I got $9,000. Look at this guy. Drivable. Kind of shitty mileage on it. Ugh, these all got lots of miles on them. Hello. This car has 48,840 miles. Some would say that's never enough miles. I'd like, not drivable. More filters. Mileage. We crank that down. Under 96,000 miles. Under 64,000 miles. Okay, so we've got this car is a 2000, has 37,000 miles on it. Not bad. This one's from 1994 with 63,000. Wait, what fucking year is it in the video game? Hello, Dark Beacon. Drivable, excellent, orange hatchback. 5 seats. Let's go get this guy. Schedule meeting. Brown. Meet with the car seller. Alright. Junior, you're in charge while I'm gone. No more tits on nothing. You understand me? 2020 on the calendar. That person had their car for... Okay. This guy looks like... This is such an obscure reference. Why he look like Izzy from Love is Blind. And also, when he appeared on Too Hot to Handle. The poor guy. What a quiet, huh? What do you want? Come here. Want the dreamies? Want the dreamies? Want the dreamies? Do you want the dreamies? Do you want the dreamies? You see him meow? You want the dreamies? Huh? Do you want the dreamies? Want the dreamies? Don't grab the microphone for help. Want the dreamies? Busy? Okay. Knows all of these phrases. Okay, we can out of dreamies. Open. Biden. I made my hands all stank. Totem. You see him trying to clean his beard, but it's so long that he has to slurp so long. He'll cry. He'll not cry, but he'll. You don't get to sit down, Lion. Monkey. Or Gilgamesh. Scraping away. Gilgamesh trying to look. Gilgamesh. The freak. Look at this. See that guy?
Wayne? Wayne?
There he is. Thank you, Faithful Thumb. He just cried when I did the thing, but you can't see. Ryan. Everybody. Everybody. Why are you looking so pissed off at me, dude?
Wayne. You're being so grumpy.
Andy, thank you for the 70 months that I missed that. Sorry. Telepathically telling me to shut up. Everybody. See? He did it. He did it. You're looking at me, though. What are looking at me? Huh? Why are looking at me? You? Looking at me? You are? Crazy. Why you look so pissed off, dude? Hello, October.
Hey, Wayne. Why are you angry?
Why do you wink at me? Look at the peoples. He's blinking at me. What you doing? He's got the fan on, so he's happy. My bum crusties. He do be having the bum crusties. What are you doing that? Huh? Will he do it? I have to look away from him. Easy peasy, thank you for the 11 months. Everybody! Alright, Midblind. Sorry to even look your direction. Sorry. Sorry. What do I want? What do I want? Midblind? I see communicating with me telepathically. That's the guy. He's singing on that screen. He's singing on that screen. He's singing. Alright, fine. What am I doing now? Meet with the car dealer and buy a car. Alright, it was my turn, you fuckhead. Jesus Christ. Welcome back, Snuffin. Alright, let's go to this place. What the fuck? It's around the back of this place. Maybe? Question mark? Cars coming? You see me? Fuck off, you see me. That's your fault. That was that guy's fault. How am I gonna get around that way? Maybe this way. What the fuck? Is that just a lot of horse shit? Or what poops like that? Like a cow or something? It's just cow shit everywhere? Alright, let's... Come on, y'all. Here we go. Fuck off. That guy. Wait your turn. Wait your turn. Oh, he's gonna go now. You son of a bitch. We're just gonna get this... Oh, God. My friend... a while ago, the one that I have the matching bee tattoo with, he was a truck driver. Probably still is. Okay, this is stupid. He's a truck driver for like a company that delivers like food and stuff. And whenever... Because I was dating someone that was really, really into cars, and that guy was really into cars, which is why they're friends. And then a bunch of the other guys, they're all into cars, right? And so sometimes they would have to tow a car somewhere else. And that guy that drove the trucks could fucking flip a trailer around and get everything lined up perfect, like, first try. I can't do that. Now, who the fuck is this? Why is an island boy selling me a car? Island boy, let you warn you in advance, the price is 1800. Island boy, I think it's worth 7500. Oh, never mind, I think it's worth 7400, island boy. Fine. How about 7550, island boy? 7591, island boy. Thank you, island boy.
Okay.
Let's go, my new car. Yippee! Not the island boy callback? Okay, you say that, but I'm about to change your opinion drastically on the island boys right now, okay? I recently saw a video where this guy orders cameos from people with strange, like, requests for them to do. So this guy requested a cameo from the Island Boys that said, "It's my daughter's birthday. She's 19, and she just had her first yeast infection. Can you congratulate her on her first yeast infection, which is a sign that she's become a woman," or some weird-ass shit like that. Where the hell am I going? And then, so the Island Boys got the request, and one of them responded, and he was like, "Don't worry about having a yeast infection, it's completely normal. And it's just a part of, like, growing up. You shouldn't be embarrassed or anything like that. I've had plenty of girlfriends who have had yeast infections, and I have friends who have had them, and they're really normal." And he's like, "Sometimes you'll get them a bunch of times in a row, and you'll get them often enough. But it's not a big deal, and so don't worry about it." And it was actually so sweet and true. So what a nice guy. I hate it and Torb for knowing this. Island boy. Hedwin, thank you for the raid. I hope you had fun with Mario Kart. I'm also playing Mario Kart. Wow, look at me. I can't wait to get onto the Yogs Karts, leaderboard with this one. It's gonna be so out of control. Shouldn't I wash this car? Or sell it? I didn't believe you at first, but you've won me over. Isn't that nice of them? Hey everybody. Welcome to this. It's Car Dealer Sim. I'm getting it ready for me and Lewis to play. Okay. Island boy. Fuck. Why is Timmy
How's it
calling me
going?
Sam?
I hope he wasn't whining too much. Alright, let's take a look at that beauty and see what needs fixing. There's a scanner on the table. Just run it over and you'll know exactly what's going on under the hood. No BS. Tech doesn't lie.
Meet a blind slorpin. Look how long he's got to do his slorp. Just to clean his beard. Alright, he's cleaned the paw. Let's see if he gets a beard hair. How long he has to do a slorp for. Look at that one. Look at that slorp. Look at that. Did you see that one? Bro had to go all the way back to get that one. Bro had to go all the way back to get that one. Let's see if he gets another beard hair that's really long. Just moved on to the... Oh, that was a pretty good one. Look at that one! I think he must be getting it stuck on his tongue and then he's like, doesn't know what to do. Are you calling Brian cringe? Look at that slorpin. That guy's slorpin. He gets, it's like he has to factory reset when he gets a hair that's too long and he doesn't know what to do with it. He does like a little reset. Look at him go. You can have that for a little bit while I scan this car or whatever. What the fuck's going on? Why is there suddenly music in the game? What? It was like for a second when I picked up this car scanner. Slorpin. Ooh, now he's chewing the toes to get any cat litter else, I guess. Chewing them beans. Crunching them, dude. Look at that guy go! This is... I know this is premium content. Because I'm enjoying it.
It's worth checking the exhaust on cars. Holy ones sputter, and the profit will disappear faster than you think. Grab some repair tape, patch that thing up, and the car will run like new. And us? We'll save a few bucks. And that's what this business is all about.
So, I've got to put tape on the exhaust? That sounds bad. I've got to go buy sealing tape also. Look at this guy going. You gonna get a good one? A good slorp? Oh, that's a long one. Slurp. Oh, slurp. Slurp. Oh, slurp. 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 Skelly's living the life. Where'd this guy go? What he even doing? What he doing? What that guy doing? That is the Mr. Baby. Where are we going? Alright, we'll give you this back. Let's go pick up the sealing tape. All the way over there. I've used... Oh, I have used some gas. Because the line is white and then there's black where there could be more fuel. I didn't realize. Where the fuck? It's like I'm going to buy it from someone's backcountry house. Yeah, we know Libodo's handsome. I was watching Star Wars what is it? Clone Wars, the like animated one. And the clones in it are characters too, and they're like talking. And where the fuck is this place? And they have like an Australian accent, but I don't know if it's just because they have an Australian accent, but I'm like, these guys sound like Libodo. This is Libodo. Hello? Oh my god, what have this guy got going on? This kind of looks like Luke. I thought this was a knife. Exhaust muffler. I need tape, my guy. I just need tape. Sealing tape. Am I dumb? Oh. Exhaust repair tape. Inventory with I. A buck spent is a buck earned. Damn, check this out. Don't do it, he'll break your heart. The way he's giving you casual indifference, you might think he's putting on a tough act. You don't need to fix every man that you meet. You don't need to take a man who is already broken, fix him up, and then guess what? You're just fixing him up for the next woman. Because guess what? Every time you fix up a man, then they decide, actually, now I'm too good for this person. The one who stuck with me, and fix them up. Don't do it. Find someone who's already fixed up. That's my advice. I need to turn this music back on. You know what? Actually, I think I'll go home, that guy says. You know what, Peepaw? I'm coming with you. I feel like a car being in my path could be enough of a mild inconvenience that I would in fact turn around. Don't. My light's red, and that means I'm not supposed to go, but I'm in a video game. All that because he leaned against the wall. He also had a smug-looking face as he's doing this. Didn't you see him do this? He's like, I'm angry. I gotta pretend to be angry. That guy's fit is out of control, but in a bad way. What the hecky? Babadee-da-dee-da-do-do. Welcome to my show. I'm fixing up cars and selling them. This car's exhaust is not good, so I'm gonna put some fucking tape on it. And then I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna slap some tape on it, and then it's good to go. Because my dad said in a video game, a buck saved is a buck earned. Or something. Everyone be cool. Dowie and Eric are here. Very true. Very true. Sips was playing this before he got pulled into Dune. I can understand that. Is he Duning then? You know how they say Netflix and chill? Do you think that they also say Dune and Goon? With the boys? Dooning and Gooning with the boys? Is that what he's up to? This is telling me stuff. I don't know how any of this is gonna fucking work. This is a whole lot of info for someone who's got a brain the size of a peanut. Park the car, rotate it, enter focus mode by clicking on it, radial menu tab, find a leak, use the spray tool. Unscrew apart. Oh. I'm sure I'll figure it out, right? Thank you, Chris. I'm glad you question mark enjoyed it. Okay. Ah, yes. Repair mode. Spray, paint spray. Sand papier. Tuning in the sand. It's not good for you. It can cause an infection. I gotta fix this thing. And I had that little scanner guy, but it's gone now. Is it because I have it in my hand? Car scanner. So this is the car. How do I go into that? Scan it again. Fun. How do I go into that? Look at the bonnet. Fuck off with that. Exhaust catalytic converter. Oh, I know what this does. Okay. So, you have the engine of the car and with this car, the engine is located here, which is in the back of the car. If it kept the same orientation of when I looked at it, which I don't think so. I like how you knew bonnet was the hood. I'm indoctrined. I'm also the guy from Star Wars, Rogue One and Andor. And I love breathe fume. So this exhaust catalytic converter, I'm going to tell y'all what this does. So basically, once you got all the fuel being processed through the engine, now what's going to happen here is it's going to go through these paps, and then it runs through the engine, and then inside of it is, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna show you how a car engine works. And I'm gonna use the most layman's terms that I can think of. I've just gotta find a good example. Let me find a good example for you. Okay. So, when you put fuel into your car and it goes through the engine, this is what it looks like inside. So, the way that the car goes is the wheels are hooked up through the axles, which are then hooked up to this part inside of the engine. And when the fuel from the fuel tank hits these wheels inside of the engine, that's what turns the axles, which turns the wheels. So the exhaust catalytic converter is taking the old oil down here, and then it rotates it so that it can go back through again. But your oil can only go through about 3 times before it goes bad. Or sorry, your fuel rather. And then after that is when it completely evaporates. On the first go through, you retain about 75% of the gas. The second go through is about 50%. The last go through is about 25%, and then the rest of the time it goes it turns into oil. Fuel is turny fluid, yes. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Here's your gas tank. Here's your shock absorbent rear. Your piston, yeah, spin-a-majiggy. Yeah, that guy. So you got that, and this is connected then to the axle, which is then connected to the wheels. And the shock absorber is what absorbs the shock of the pipe having to flip upside down to put the fuel through again. So that's the shock that needs to be absorbed. And then this thing that we're about to fix now takes the spent gas that has turned into air, liquid, solid, gas. The gas that has turned into gas, and then it goes through this pipe. And I'm gonna fix it by spraying it, I suppose, to see where the leak is. Gotta see where the leak's coming out. This is like living in Florida and then you're like, wow, I love this plastic inflatable Shamu. But every time I jump on it in the pool now, it's getting smaller and smaller and more flat. And then your dad's like, oh, it's probably got a leak in it. So then you drown the Shamu under the water and see where the bubbles are coming from. So that then you can put like a... Oh, there it is. Then you can put a tape on your Shamu. Fuel goes in piston. When piston comes down, the fuel explodes. This forces the piston up. Neighboring pistons are connected, so as one piston goes up, the other piston goes down. A chain reaction of mini explosions. And that's beautiful. What do I want now? I want my tape. So we got that guy. It's got a leak in it. And then do we see another one? There. Okay, so we got two. Oh, I can tape it like that. This is kind of not...
Speaking of,
I feel like the guy
there's
from
a junkyard
Matilda.
just outside Winston Spring. If you find some time, check it out. Maybe you'll find something worthwhile there. Just don't mention nothing to the clients, all right?
Chain reaction of mini explosions. Nature is beautiful. Yep. Me looking away as if I'm like, no one saw that. Even though the entire screen is basically a fucking viewport to my mistake of what just happened. And me looking away does nothing to distract from what just fucking happened. I wasn't looking, if that helps. Okay, dude. Looking up at Midwine. Look at him go. He's eeping. That's actually what driving is like. I used to be so terrified of driving. Like, I would have panic attacks because I didn't properly learn how to drive. And then when I just suddenly had to drive, first time I actually drove, which I've told this story before, was my dad was like, okay, now you can drive to your driving test. And I was like, Dad, you haven't taught me how to drive yet? And he was like, you'll learn on the way there. And so I drove to the driving test. I drove the car maybe like before that once or twice about 5 blocks away. So I drove to the driving test, passed by 1 point, which I think some of the reasons why I got points taken off were stupid. Because, and now that I'm saying this, I'm going to realize what an autistic, explanation this is. But some of the points I got taken off were because we were in a parking lot at the DMV.
That car might be clean, but the rust ruins the whole
And
impression. Now,
we were in a parking lot at the DMV, which is where the driving test occurred, basically, and they've got like this little course. And one of the points I got taken off, or a set of the points or whatever, was because I had to back up. And I like looked behind me and I didn't see any cars coming because we were on a course that no other driving cars are going to be on. So I was like, okay, obviously no cars are coming, so I can just back up. And then he was like, you were supposed to watch the whole time behind you. Which I'm like, okay, yes, when you're backing up, you should be watching where you're backing up. But I think you should be aware of all around you at all times as well. And then, the other thing that I got the point taken off for was, when I went to pull in to a spot to park, I didn't put my turning signal on because we were in a private driving course. And also I forgot. So. Air and fuel go in. Piston. Exhaust valve. Exhaust valve from beyond the grave. Still exhausted by this stupid shit I'm saying. Spark plug ignites. All of those things. How'd someone even figure that shit out? Why was someone so bored they figured that out? I don't think, how do you, maybe it was an accident. Do you think it was sometimes things that people discover are accidents? Like, when I discovered that speedrun skip. Do you think that's how most things happen, is an accident? Hello, Sparkles. I'm trying to learn how cars work. Park the car in the repair zone, pick up the tool, and press E, and then use it. Wash it, except it's not. I'm gonna scrape it? Why I gotta scrape it? Remove rust. Ugh. Spatula putty. Paint it. Okay. Hope you're doing well, Sparkles. So we're gonna sandpaper first. Ew, this makes me feel sick. Do I just pick up everything? No. How do I put it back? Okay. I don't like the idea of sandpaper, 'cause thinking about it makes me feel sick because I'm thinking about sandpaper. It's a gnarly workshop. Thank you. It does look like shit and is filled with, there's like cow shit everywhere or something, or like horse or pig shit. Also, my car dealership thing is called Cars and Tits because I discovered that I can make the, full stops look like tits. So that's what I've got. Penicillin was Moldy Jam Accident. Moldy Jam Accident is a good band name. Let's sandpaper this. Gross. Ew. Oh, fuck off. That's where the guy is. Do I do this on it? Yuck. Now, why the hell am I doing this at 10 p.m. when I can't see shit? Is that because it took me this long to do it? Is it my fault? Is this rust? Me opening that one Jingle Jam collection. Is this all rust or just shit? Bad. Am I scraping off stuff that is fine? Do I just paint this? Is this rust? Do you think I could scrape the entire car? Oh yeah, there is the scanner. Oh. All of this has to go? I gotta scrape this entire fucking car, dude? I don't like it readjusts what I'm looking at. I feel like I'm... Because of how precious a vehicle is. Like, you're growing up and your parents are like, don't scratch the car. I'm doing this, and even though I'm supposed to, it feels wrong. Scrubbing. Turbos exist just to make the air even more compressed so that it can explode more. You're making me not want to drive cars anymore. Which I don't have any opportunities to do so. But the fact that you're like, every car is an explosion. I don't like that. Just because it's a controlled explosion, how controlled is it? Cars fuck up and set on fire often enough. And they have like a radiator in them that's got water in it. The radiator is in there in case the car starts exploding, and then you press the radiator button and it is like a... It's like a bucket of water that they used to have in the oldie times in the factories, just in case the factory caught on fire. And you got like one free bucket of water that they had in there, and then after that you were just kind of like, alright, you're fucked and the whole factory's burning down. I think that's what the radiator does. Is that true? I mean, it is. I'm the car guy. I don't like scraping all of this stuff. It feels incorrect to do. It feels wrong. Your US license accepted over here. Dowie, are you saying that because I sound uneducated on cars, Dowie? Are you saying, are you allowed to drive over here? Because I don't think you should. Because I live here. And I don't want you on the streets. Dowie, the streets raised me, okay? Think if anyone's qualified. I do think I am allowed to drive, though, with my driver's license here. And I don't think my driver's license is expired. I don't think so. Also, they, like, never make you take the test again, basically, in America. So, like, when my grandpa was 90 and could barely fucking see, he just was like, yeah, I get to drive. And I was like, that seems like a poor decision, on the part of the lawmakers, I suppose it is. Maybe. Only for the first 6 months, then you need a UK license. Oh, okay, I see. Yours expires when you're 70. In Florida, you have to pay, like, every... Well, of course, it's just the bureaucratic shit, right? They're like, we love money, but we don't love to give it to the people that need it. We just love it. So we need you every... I don't know how many years it is. Every 10 years or something? It's probably different state to state. They're like, we need you to give us the money for it. Hello? Same thing with... There's just so much stuff where it's like, we need your money for this. But there's no reason, because when you update your driver's license, they just... I think they only ask you if you're wearing corrective lenses or not, and then they ask you, about organ donation, I think. And then that they just don't care about anything else. Raced on cigarette water, discarded rum, and the filthy scrapings from street racing vehicles. I was. Yours expires in 5 years. Well, they don't make you redo anything, right? Now apply putty with the scratula. So now do I putty this stuff, I guess? I hate this. If I had to do this in real life, I'd complain the whole time, just like I'm doing now. Mostly because I don't like the idea of what the noises might sound like of scraping all this shit. Anytime I have to use sandpaper on anything, I'm really upset. It just sounds bad. Hire a dude to do this for you, aka Lewis. Lewis would not know how to do this. Only the video game thing. And even then, sometimes when we're doing the Sim Sundays, Lewis will be like, oh, we need to do this. This is how it works. And I'll be like, I know that. Or a lot of the times it's any game that we're playing. If we're like those big group ones that we do that are not TTT, or we're streaming and Lewis will be like, it works this way. And I'll think to myself, I know it doesn't. But I also know that he won't listen to me if I say that it doesn't. So I'll just let him. And then we'll get comments and they'll be like, they're doing it wrong. And I'll be like, okay, then you fucking come in here and you tell Lewis then. You tell him. You tell him. You tell him that's not how it works. That guy. He won't listen. Sometimes somebody will just have an idea of the way something is, and you know that they're headstrong, and it's not that they don't want to listen to you, it's that they won't. And not in a bad way. They just gotta learn for themselves. And that's how it goes sometimes. It's part of growing up. Brian, where going? No leaving, Meta Brian. Oh my goodness. Why are you doing that? Stay here with me. This fucking guy. Gilgamesh is fucking with some Amazon envelopes in the hallway that I left out there and did not throw away because they like to play with them. But also if they hear paper crumpling, and they're like, I need to go out there and see what it is. Now this is just, now I gotta smooth this shit out. Bro. It's 1:16 in the morning in a video game. I bought this car, and now this better be worth a lot after I do all this shit to it. What game is this music from? Maybe I can go faster. I want to play this game, it seems so relaxing. Even with my yammering on sparkles. Do you see, I just go into my own little world and then I just don't shut the fuck up. Women, am I right? It is relaxing though. Even though I think about what sandpaper sounds like, and I hate it. Filtering out your Yamma. Finally, someone can. Finally. Otherwise, you'll have to go, there's those playthroughs that people upload where it's like... What is it called? Like, commentary free, where they don't talk, and they just play the game. You will not find any of that here, unfortunately. It's like the opposite. Commentary heavy. Commentary overload. Commentary hell. What's that guy say? God damn it, Jesus Christ. Can a guy get a moment's rest? Don't remember what he says. He says it. What's this doing? That stuff. Big Yamma. True. Sips doesn't do too much yapping. He he goes for quality nonsense over quantity nonsense. Whereas I like to hit both quotas. Just in case, to really hedge my bets. Depending on the day though. Depending. What's this? Now spray it. Now, is it gonna automatically have the spray that I need? He doesn't read chat. That is true. That is true. I didn't like put any tape on here to make sure that I'm not just spraying the entire car. So it's like worrying me a little bit that I'm gonna block out the headlights. Oh my Christ. Sorry, I moved so quick I forgot that I could move that fast. Oh my goodness. This one you gotta go slow with, or maybe I need to get closer. I don't think getting closer helped. Should I do this in the most unsatisfying way that I can think of? So this would be a good way, right? And then the worst way I could do this would be like this. Oh, that's probably it, right? Oh fuck, I put it away on accident. Get really far away. Just a light misting. How far can you be? It's like the farther away, actually, it works better. For some reason. That's some kind of game dev thing that's happening in here. Right? Look at that! It's like going faster. It's hard to get under the car like that, though. Look at that! Something's fucky with this spray paint. Farther? Oh my god, I can't believe it works so much better still. That's silly. I mean, I guess it works with the way that spray paint is like the closer you are, that's how people do certain things when they're like tagging stuff, but at the same time, I don't think if I sprayed a cloud of spray paint in the general direction of the car, that's how it would happen. Alright, we gotta get in the car, drive it over here, so we can sell it. In the morning time, I guess? We're gonna have to work on the second part of our shop. We're gonna need to find some tits. And the windows didn't get any. Exactly. Is this? What is this? Is that like a battery tester thing? I can't have a radio because, I guess everything somehow is DMCA. It said put back, and I put it on the floor. This is a radio? I thought it was like, here's my thinking process. You know how when they have to bring someone back to life to restart their heart, and they put those two paddles together to, like, put them on their chest? This only has one. And I was like, I know that a car battery, the way that they do it is they put the nipple clamps on the car battery, and that's how they wake it back up. But I was thinking maybe this is some fucking weird, like, you just attach this one defibrillator to the car battery, and then that's how you wake it back up or something. Alright, I gotta list that car. So we gotta put it for sale. What if I like it, though? What if I've grown attached to it? I gotta take pictures of it. Alright, we gotta make this car, like, really appealing. Oh my god, I had a flashlight the whole time? I don't think I used that when I was in there. T. Camera. So we gotta have this car come across as fuckable, so people will want to buy it. So we make sure we get a picture of the exhaust. Because people do put their willies in there. We've got all of that. Oh, this is perfect. Should we do like a... Wow. Scenic. We should do a photo shoot with it. Alright, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ, watch out. Alright, if we find a woman. Or, oh my Christ, this guy. What's like a nice... We need something nice looking. Or, I've got an idea. So, if you see something kind of shitty, but next to something that's very shitty, then the thing that's only kind of shitty looks much... Oh my fuck... Well, guess what? I'm being actually kidnapped. And the woman is doing so on camera. How am I gonna get back to my car? Where are we going? I guess I can just hitch a ride back in. I want to kind of see where this woman is going. It won't let me take any photos because it's not a car, I guess. Jump off, it will take forever to get home now. Not if I hitch a ride, Quixotic Bob. Don't think I don't know how to put leggy out and say, please. Also, I would never have seen this delicious cheeseburger sign if I didn't let this woman take me for the ride of my life. Always taste great. And it's like some kind of sort of American flag. This is the only way to travel, y'all. Dowie, with that hedgehog, have you seen the daily I'll show you. You're about to see now. Daily daily. The daily one. Hold on, I'll find him for you. Where is he? This is my new thing that I like. Is this him? That is. Fuck off. Why is it so good? And I haven't even shown you yet. Is this the volume?
يا أحمد يا محسن أحمد محسن يا أحمد يا محسن.
There's... Look. They're daily. POV, your mic during Xbox party chat at 2 a.m. It's good! When you haven't slept in 40 hours and start hearing colors.
أحمد محسن أحمد محسن.
Why is it so good? What's this? There was another one I sent. That I had. Look at it! Why is this one got 6.9 million?
أحمد محسن.
Day 86.
يا أحمد يا محسن.
Day 85.
يا أحمد يا محسن.
It's a hedgehog, yeah. 84.
أحمد محسن. يا أحمد يا محسن.
And then the bass drops, dude.
أحمد.
You're welcome, anyone, for your new vocal stim. Ahmed Mohsen, or whatever they say. Welcome. Forgot I turned down the music this way. Alright, let's resume. Ahmed Mosman. Ahmed Mosman. Ahmed Mosman. If I annoy her enough, she'll let me free, right? Ahmed Mosman. What's he saying? Or is that just somebody's name? How far away am I from my home? Look! Quixotic Bob? Do not fear me, Quixotic Bob. Embrace. Turn right, turn right. Yes! Bow to my wisdom. Thank you, thank you. Why are you wearing that coat like that? Why does it look like it's made out of human skin? Oh my god, who did this? Alright, back to the photos. I looked away for 1 second and they were actually gone. And I was like, what the fuck? Alright. Now, as I was... Right? Do you see the vision? Oh, fuck off! Jeez. No one's got any manners around here. This one? Look at that. Artistic. It says something about capitalism, I think. Help! These guys, they actually do not stop for pedestrians, which makes me feel better that I also was not stopping for pedestrians. Buddhist. Wait. Okay. Well, if you don't dare. Oh my Christ. Okay. We gotta put an ad up. And then Joe Dirt bought from us last time. Cars and tits. We're working on it, y'all. We're working on it. Maybe I'll just drop Lewis into this tomorrow. And he can be like, why is it called that? Do you think he'll notice? Maybe he won't. Your ads. New advertisement, as y'all would say. Okay. Market value, 8,834. So if I do it big time, then there's lots of room for people to haggle with me. May encounter sabotage! I'm gonna get a gun. It says look for other ways to stop him. I swear if there's a guy out here throwing shit... You... I'm gonna kill you. Oh my god. Don't you fucking dare ever come back to my yard ever again. You son of a bitch. That's right. Get out of here. Where's he got tunnel snake? Grab his dick and twist it. Well. Alright, let's open this. Who's our competition? If there's like one other guy in the town, we can be like, hey, did you fucking try to sabotage my shit? And he goes, no, I didn't. And we're like, okay, well, it wasn't the fucking grocery store. That's for sure. The old dick twist. What if he wants that? What if he's... You see that? What the fuck? Who's Winston Spring? This is the fucking rich kid down the street. And he's like, I need to show father that I am a rebel. And then his father goes, Winston Spring, were you out tagging the neighborhood again? Father, please. Yes, I was. Winston Spring. This guy coming by? What's up? Is he from Love is Blind? What's up? Snooky? I don't think I can have both up at once. It's just times were hard. But that's the guy. And you said I'm face blind. Just because I like to make a joke that everyone is Edward Norton doesn't mean I believe it. Well, hot diggity dog, I do say this car... Oh, they don't... I don't think they like how expensive it is. That's okay. Here comes Winston Spring, and he knows a good deal when he sees it. I will knock you flat on your ass in my car parking lot. You don't skedaddle. Winston? You can tell this is Winston Spring because he's already bought a car from me, and he's come back for another. So he's got a disposable income.
Hell no.
Alright, fuck off then, Winston. I'll change the price a little bit. We wanted haggling room. I've given myself too much haggling room. Ahmed Musman. Ahmed Musman. How do I change the price? Edit. No, 9,200. Fine. How am I supposed to make a living? Huh? How am I supposed to live? Here I am, trying to pull myself up by my bootstraps, as the, men in politics have told me to do. If you just pulled yourself up by your bootstraps, you could be rich. Yeah, my bootstraps are up to my fucking ears right now, my guy. And I'm still poor. Comrade Azalotto, thank you for the 55 months and the tier 2. Thank you so much. Okay, we got a deal or what? Bro. What? You know that's literally the guy. Alright, talk. Okay, I'm good with that. 9,200 deal. Okay.
How's it going, kid?
Good job.
Got a client and the cash is in.
Just to let you know, we
It
are
won't always be
hiring.
this
Oh,
smooth,
okay,
but
she's not
as long as
interested.
you keep on top of things, you'll always come out ahead. Get back to work because without more cars, there's no cash to be made.
This guy's so sad. Man! I showed up just so I could buy that car, and I thought, you know what? If I don't make it in time, oh, at least I can see some tits. And I showed up, ain't no tits here. Ain't none at all. Not even one. And they come in pairs usually, and there ain't even one here. Sorry, sir. We're working on it. Hello, Madam Skinrobe. Nice to see you again. It's not nice to see her. Yeah, she looks like Miranda. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps is the definition of an impossible task. Oh, of course, right? It means something that is impossible to do, so they're telling them on themselves. I'm not going to offer you a job. You're just not what we're looking for. Sorry. Now. Oh, I could not tell. I thought this person's hood was like up behind their head. Do I got anyone for this? I don't think I do. Alright. Need to buy more cars and stuff. Unread mail. Abandoned vehicle near the junkyard. Okay. Officer Ron Dunn. Let us know if you want to pick it up. I do, so how do I let them know? I just go? Oh look, it's far away! Pardon me. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, not exactly. How am I still... Is this store still open? Maybe it is. Oopsies. Sorry. She goes, I see you're not selling any cars, but are you perchance selling any baby reindeers? I am not, madam. I'm not selling any baby reindeers. Izzy's back for... I did consider vigilante justice. But I didn't do it, y'all. Is there ever any more about that stalker lady's lawsuit against the director of that show? I don't know. I don't know. I've been watching this true crime show called Evil Lives Here. And it's about people that have lived with, like, most of the time, like, serial killers, basically. And it's pretty interesting. But there's, like, a couple that I've watched where it's, like, parents where the kid turned out to be a serial killer or something. But sometimes I've been like, I think and they're the ones telling the story, and I've been like, I think you or maybe did not do a good job with that whole situation. Because there was one, it was like one of the first ones. This lady was like the stepmom. She was talking about this kid, and like I think his mom had passed away maybe, and then she was in the picture, the stepmom. And she was telling the story about the kid, and she just seemed like she was actually a dickhead to him all the time. And he seemed like maybe like he had like hyperfixations on stuff, and I think they tried to get him tested for ADHD or something. And just the way she talked about him, I was like, I don't know, because I think he ended up like shooting someone at a mall or something. But when he did that, it was like that same day she got in an argument with him, and like he came home from school or something, and she like tried to take his backpack away from him. I don't know why. And so when she pulled on the backpack, she pulled it like so hard that she like knocked him over or like punched him on accident or something. And then she was like, he got so angry, and then he like, oh fuck. He was like so upset, and then obviously what he did was not like, that's not a response for being upset. But I feel like for a long time he's like, hey, I fucking hate this situation and I wish y'all would help me. And the stepmom is just being like a jerk about it. And of course, I'm no therapist or anything, or psychologist, or law enforcement person or anything. But it was a bit like, the things that you're saying also kind of seem like you're like a shitty person. So I don't know about this. Like he finally snapped from her abuse, yeah. Knowing how words work, I know. Why everyone drive the speed limit around here? I'm passing. There's no double line saying that I can't. Ooh, I just thought a second. And I was like, what if I'm driving wacky, crazy style like this, and I get all the way back to, where I came from? Where the fuck did I come from? I get back there and the car's not even behind me anymore? It would be kind of funny. So there. I kind of wanted to not check in the event that it wasn't. Or that it would be like Schrodinger's car, right? Excuse me. Other guy on the road. Oh my gosh, why did I fishtail like that? For no reason. I need to look at something real quick. What the hell? These guys got a swimming pool! How do I get one of those? Oh no, I'm gonna be trapped back here, aren't I? Yes. That's where I can wake Lewis up for our game. Alright, I'm free. There's a map at the bottom right. Yeah, but it's got symbols on it that I don't know what they mean. And I also have a terrible sense of direction. Except I think this is the building that has the word rat on it. Fuck, it's not. That's the building that has the word rat on it. And no future. Right? Are you kidding me? Where the fuck am I? Hold on. What? How do I put ping down? I can't even do that. Alright, never mind, y'all. Travis? It's a car dealer simulator. Look at those people. Inseparable. Oi! Watch out. In some of these games where the town looks like this, it would be nice if, like, which I don't know if this happens in any games, and I feel like maybe in Grocery Store Sim it could have. Or, like, the better that you do, like, your business then brings a flourishing economy to the rest of the town, and everything looks nice. Except not in a sort of gentrification kind of way, but rather just everyone is happy. Green is home. Yay, green is home. Now, do I wash it first? I guess it's up to me. Oh, fuck. Every starts to get sick as fuck cars. Oh, everyone gets cool cars. Is that true? I'd rather have them have a nice house. Alright, if I back it up, is it fat enough? I don't understand how this works. I don't understand! No, but imagine, you sell them race car, they're driving it around. You dabble in stolen cars in the sim. I wonder. Are you asking me, Travis? Are you selling a car? Legally, a legal car, Travis. Alright, I'm gonna park this here. Wrong button. Z? X. Alright. I wasn't trying to attach it. I'm gonna park my car over here. Sure, that's fine. Get out. What? Someone's removed the texture off my sign. What the hell? What kind of vandalism is that, eh? My sign! My tits are ruined in a video game! They've detextured my tits! You're not just driving, you're improving public life. From Busbound. Interesting. Reload the game. How do I close? Yeah, just close it. Alright, I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna save the game so that me and Lewis can start from this point tomorrow. I'll put him in front of the cars and tits sign. How about that? Now you've got like a behind the scenes view of what goes into Sim Sundays at times. I'll check if the sign is fixed. Yeah, I can do that. How do I save the game? Save the game. My god, did I never save this whole time? I reload the game like this? Oh, it autosaves. This one's...
Me playing.
Yo! What a diva. It's being a diva. Oh, this one coming? Hello, Mr. Baby. I like to talk to Gilgamesh. Oh my... It's backwards! I like to talk to Gilgamesh like I'm like an announcer from like a Japanese anime. I'll say to him like, Mr. Gilgamesh, what are you doing, Mr. Baby? Or whatever that sounds like. But to me, it's a Japanese announcing man from an anime. I'm here! Love me. Why you always grab the microphone? Huh? What do you got to say then, Mr. Baby? What do you have to say, Mr. Baby? What will you say? Speak your truth, Mr. Baby. What do you have to say, Mr. Baby? Question the 1% that has 99% of the wealth. Mr. Baby, you're going to get me in trouble. Why you smell so good? Smell so nice. From the Smurfs, that's Gargamel. But you can say that too, because that's what Oz's mom also calls him. Gargamel. And Gandalf. And any other names starting with G. Alright, save the game. Alright, and then I'm gonna stop there. He's Gilgamesh from the Legend of Gilgamesh or whatever it is. Mr. Baby. Alright, let's see who's live. I'm dyeing my hair tonight. Hopefully. Because I wanted my hair to be like a dark greenish blue. But instead, it's come out... the green washes out so fast. And it just goes blue and I'm tired of it. What color is Elliot's hair? I don't know. I'm gonna do dark purple is what I've got. So often you change it. I know. Well, I was anticipating not changing it. But it's not doing the color that I want it to do. And so now I'm like... I didn't want it to be blue like this. But the dark green will not stick. It's gone after like one wash. And I don't wash my hair super often because I don't need to. It doesn't get oily. But... Wait! Do not fav me. No! That's only if I dye it black. Camp Yogg color was really nice too. Is it just dark green then? I can't remember. I like the blue, but here's the stupid reason. Well, one of them. Here's one of the stupid reasons why I don't like it. I don't want to, like, be taken any less seriously than I already am for having blue hair. And my roots will also be covered better with dark purple. But... Okay, Torb, I get it. Alright, I'm sending you to Lydia. I'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. I think is about the time. See you later. Goodbye.